guys, Blake Myers here with Southern Extreme TV. Walking through the woods, it's late July, doing a little scouting this afternoon. Decided to sit down and talk to y'all guys a little bit about coyote hunting. It's, kind of that in-between season, pre-archery and, post-predator. And everybody's got that itch just like me. I can't stand being cooped up in a house all summer, so we've got a little bit of an overcast day, so decided to get out here, go walk around a little bit. I'm going to talk to you guys about red or filtered lights compared to just white LED, or just what I like to call just a white light, as far as coyote hunting at night. I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of messages asking me questions such as, can coyotes or predators see one light when they can't see another one? Is a red light better than a green light? Is a green light better than a white light? Just all kinds of different questions. So I'm going to kind of sum it up in what I believe, and y'all can take that with a grain of salt, because this is just what I personally believe based off of my experiences and the research that I've done. In my opinion, every single predator that is out there can see that light no matter what color, shape, or size that it is. With that being said, I'm going to use something that I think is going to increase my odds of harvesting that animal. Hunting here in the state of North Carolina, we've got a lot of rolling hills, a lot of hardwoods, a lot of cutovers, things of that nature. So these animals don't have to come out into the open as much, and we have a lot more close range shots compared to some of these other places, especially like you see on TV where they're hunting in Kansas, Texas, Oklahoma, things like that. We hunt a lot with shotguns here. So the style of hunting that we're going to do here, or possibly where you are at, a white light is going to work really well, for the simple fact that it's going to allow you to see a lot better. Your eyes do not have to adjust to that red or green tint as well. Your eyes are used to seeing white light a good bit, driving your cars, things like that. You're used to seeing it, so it's going to help you pick that target up and get on target a lot faster once that animal comes within range. As far as the big hype about these red and green LED lights that you see a lot of these people using on TV and you see advertised all over the sports channels, is it's just a money racket is all it is. If everybody was dead set that a white light was all that you needed, then everybody would just go out and buy the cheapest white light they can find, and everybody would be sufficient with it. But the reason that you see these people on TV having such success with these lights is just the simple fact that they're hunting wide open areas. Now, what I mean by hunting wide open areas is that the majority of these coyotes live in the wide open the majority of their life. You look at Kansas, you look at some parts of Texas, especially Oklahoma, and some parts of Arizona, New Mexico. These coyotes, they don't have a lot of cover to live in. They're living in the rolling plains and tall grass and things like that. So whenever these animals are coming into a set, as far as the terrain goes, the terrain is not changing at all. So whenever these guys are hunting and they're sitting there and they're consistently scanning that field or that area that they're hunting, and they have that light turned on the entire time, from the moment that coyote turns his ears, turns his face, turns his eyes to the direction that call is coming from, he immediately sees that red light, sees that white light, green light, whatever it is, and he knows that light is there. And it's easier for him to come in because he's already established that light is there, so he's used to it being there. He knows that it's there, and he can kind of, whatever it is, coyote, fox, bobcat, they can judge the situation and decide whether they want to come in or not. And that's why a lot of times once you have those animals that already decide and commit that they're going to come into that set, they come in with that light already on because they've already established that it's there. The way that's different than it is here is hunting, these small patches of, small food plots or small fields, small patches of hardwoods here in the state of North Carolina where I'm from. We don't sit here and we don't leave our lights on the entire time. Just the simple fact for that is there's no need to. Your farthest shot is going to range probably 80 yards max. And if the wind's not blowing, which usually it's not blowing when you're going predator hunting, just for the simple fact that it's a lot harder to hunt when the wind's blowing, you can hear these animals coming into your set or coming into your call. So you will know whenever something is coming in, and you will know when it's the right time to turn that light on to take a shot. That's how I hunt. It may not be how you hunt, so if it's not how you hunt, then this video may not apply to you. So that's the biggest reason why people have the big question of, should I buy a red light, should I buy a green light, should I buy a white light? Well, I can't say not to buy a red light, I can't say not to buy a white light, because I have both. Now, the application that I use for them are completely different. My red light is on a spotlight, which is a Q-beam spotlight. It's just one of the cheap spotlights that you buy from just Walmart. And when I say it's a red light, it's a filtered light. So originally, this is a white light. It's just, all it is it's got a red lens that goes on it. I put the red lens on it just for the simple fact that the rare occasions that I do hunt fields, and there's a chance that there may be a predator that comes in that I don't know about, I'm going to put this red lens on, not because I think that these animals can't see it, but for the simple fact that for my personal beliefs is I think I get a better reflection off the eyes with a red light at a longer distance. So say that coyote, that fox, that bobcat's out there 150, 200 yards. When I'm using that red filtered light, I believe that I can pick those eyes up reflecting back to me a lot better than I can with a bright white light going out. Now don't get me wrong, that white light is going to allow you to see in detail a lot better than a red or a green filtered light will. It's 5 times better. But I don't believe that you get as good of reflection with the white light as you do with the red. So that's when I'm going to use my red, is when I am hunting a field and there's a possibility that there may be something out there that I don't know about. I'm going to use it to pick up. I'm going to scan the field once or twice, and I'm going to cut the light off, and I'm going to sit there and let everything get good and quiet again. As far as my white light goes, I've got several. This one is one of the ones that I showed in some of my earlier videos. Coyote hunting equipment. I featured this light right here. It's a GSX light, and basically what I like so much about this one is it's a white LED, and it's got the different functions as far as power. So I think it goes from anywhere from 200 lumens up to like 750 lumens, and that really gives me the option to really crank up the power. If say I have this mounted on top of my 223 Savage bolt action, and I really need to get a good beam going out there, such as say I'm hunting a field and I come up and I scan with my red spotlight, I see eyes, well then I'm going to move my rifle over, I'm going to click my white light on here, it should be on the highest power, then I'm going to get on, and that's when I'm going to make my shot. It also gives me the option to turn it all the way down, which is what I use on my shotgun. The reason I use that on my shotgun is because I don't get a lot of glare back when it's on that lowest setting, just for the simple fact that when I'm using my shotgun, I'm going to be in some thicker stuff, whether it be hardwoods, cut over, pine thicket, things of that nature. And if it's up as bright as it can, I'm going to get a lot of backsplash as far as any kind of leaves or any kind of limbs or anything like that hits that light hits. It's going to reflect back in my eyes, and it could potentially blind me for what's on the back side of it, and it's going to make me harder to get on target and pull that trigger. So with a little dimmer white light on closer quarters on a shotgun, that's where that's going to come in handy, and that's where you're going to see the advantage of using a dimmer white light. But still, between the red light and the white light, these coyotes can see any light that you point at them. They're top-notch predators, every one of them. Their senses are 5 times better than ours are. You got to think these things are out here day and night fending for themselves. They've got incredible eyesight, they've got incredible hearing, they've got incredible senses of smell, and then they've all got that sixth sense of being able to distinguish when there's something just kind of out of the ordinary that doesn't quite feel right. But as far as the industry saying that one type of predator can't see this color light and the other one can't see this one, in my opinion, is a ploy to sell product. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that if you honestly believe that a coyote cannot see a red light, then you go out and you buy every red light you can buy and you hunt with it and you be confident with it, because that's your confidence light. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you that I've had the same results with every single kind of light that I've used, whether it be white, red, or green. The same outcome will come about with all of them. there's just different, it's almost like bass fishing. You've got different tools for different things, such as, you know, you have a jig that you're going to use for a certain aspect, you have a crankbait that you're going to use. Well, the same thing with these lights, just how I mentioned before, I'm going to use my red light whenever I do pick up to scan those short fields because I get a better eye reflection. I'm going to use my white light whenever I'm trying to filter through things up close to me. But I still believe that all these animals can see these lights. There's not one color light that they can't see better than the other. I believe they all can see it. It's just a matter of that animal being surprised as far as how close they are once that light is initially turned on and turned off. Has a lot to do with the way that they react to it. If you can get that animal to come in from a long distance away, say you've got a really big field and you're sitting here and you know you got your light on and you're just sitting here scanning back and forth just waiting for something to come, and that predator can pick that light up from a long distance away and gradually make his way into the set, I believe you're going to have success doing that if you can find a field and you can find the distance to do that wherever you're hunting at. If that's the case, then stick to it and you do it and you be confident in it. I just know here where I'm hunting in the state of North Carolina, that's not the case. It's a lot of close quarters thing. Typically, I hear the animal 10 to 15 minutes before I ever even come close to having a shot on the animal. So I know that once I have that light on, if I was to hear that animal turn that light on, there's a great chance that I'm going to spook that animal, and I'm never going to get a shot at it. So I have to know when to turn my light on, when to turn it off, and when to try to take that shot. So guys, I hope this helped. Like I said, I've been getting a bunch of messages and emails with the debate whether to use a colored lens, a colored light, or just a white light. So I hope this helped some of y'all, especially if y'all are doing just some random research on what lights y'all need to get, just getting into coyote hunting. So if y'all have any other questions about this, be sure to comment below. Be sure to follow my page, and I try to respond to everybody. I can't thank y'all enough for watching. It's absolutely been a blast filming for y'all. So stay tuned to Southern Extreme TV. We got some great sponsors coming this fall. I can't wait to do some reviews for them and get some product out there for y'all guys to try. So I'm looking forward to it. Thank y'all for watching. If y'all got any questions, let me know. I'm Blake Myers. Thanks for watching Southern Extreme TV.